And the last question I always like to ask people, what is good to you?
Yeah, well, what I'm noticing and what I think is really great, when I came today to your office and I saw you surrounded by women leaders, women in leadership,
Yeah.
that's pretty exciting to me. And I see the same thing in our organization. And I'm running around in Campino all the time getting stuff, and we were at the hardware store, and there's 5 women running the hardware store, deliveries, and why? Because women get the job done, they know how to network, they connect, and they need to be in leadership roles. So what's exciting to me is to see women taking leadership and see your staff. There's a new generation of women that are becoming leaders, and the quality of men and women has never been like this before, and I'm seeing it in this country too.
Yeah.
And I especially see it in the Scandinavian countries, but it's coming here. It's in America. It's still
We need more of it here.
There's always
We
a
need
tendency
more of
for
it,
the
that's
men
for
to
sure.
try to take charge, but to see you surrounded by strong women who can stand up to you, who can talk to you, who can bring their wisdom to you.
Yeah.
I have a wife, I have a daughter, I have 3 sons, and if we want our daughters to compete with our sons, we need to give them the freedom to do that. And I'm seeing this new Romania, the millennials are expecting that. And there's no reason to turn, they need to compete with their brothers. They need to, and they can compete. The problem is they oftentimes compete us. So that puts a little pressure on us men. We have to up our game a little bit.
No.
But that's the most exciting thing for me that I'm finding joy in is seeing women in leadership.
Women in
And
leadership.
the women that I see, to be quite honest with you, in the corporation, in the structure of the corporations, I've seen VPs in marketing, in sales, at the very top, and those women, I mean, they are as bright, they have as much talent, they have more, and so they're there for a reason. And so I just know that if you give a woman the same chance, she will rise to the top just as quickly. So that's really exciting to see that we can mix like that, and we're not surrounding ourselves with the traditional guys and hierarchy. And I see you giving freedom to these young ladies and them standing up to you and benefiting from that. So that's really exciting to me.
That's great. Well, thank you for that. The new Romania.
New Romania.
That's it, man.
I can't wait to see the next. As I said, I'm greedy. I want another 20 years,
Awesome.
and I want to be coming back more often as I get older, maybe 3 or 4 times a year. So we'll see if that happens. If not, but it's been a great 20-year run, and I'm very proud of what Romania's been doing. And every time I see something good, I'm putting it out there for you guys. There's so many great things happening. So just be aware of that.
I like to say I'm probably the biggest cheerleader in Romania, and that's a literal term, of course, but you're also one of them. You're cheerleading Romania from Indianapolis through LinkedIn. I really appreciate that. Keep it up. And I think your reach and your influence is only going to continue to grow.
Well, I apologize because I'm an ugly American. I don't speak your language. I only speak English, but I do love you. I love your country, and so I'm not ugly in that way. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry that we expect you to speak English, but I guess what? You do speak great English. So it's gotten easier to come here all the time. The Uber driver, we're chatting, and everywhere I go, you guys speak really good English. So you made my job easier. I apologize, but someday maybe I'll learn your language. But
2 ugly Americans.
Okay.
This should have been an audio podcast only, but there's video. Thank you guys for joining, and have a great day.
Cheers.